1, 2, 3, 4. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on.
Hey, it's Tuesday with Mike and John. Mike Marino, John King. We've got it going on, and we've got one more day left for you to sign up to qualify for tomorrow's drawing. $500 in Visa gift cards from our friends, our original sponsors, Firehouse Doors.
The OG.
The hopper's getting pretty. I was checking out the hopper.
Okay,
the hopper's getting pretty full, but there is still time.
Yeah.
Less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
Here on the live stream, we will be drawing the winner tomorrow morning.
Correct. Speaking of the live stream,
Yes.
we're off next week.
Yes, we are off next
And
week.
then we'll be returning on Tuesday, February 14th, which is Valentine's Day.
We have plenty of time to shop.
Yeah, of course.
Sure. Yes, we're returning on Valentine's Day.
And we're just a little hint that we'll be doing some cash giveaways
During the live stream.
on Valentine's
For
Day
Valentine's Day.
for the live streamers only.
So if you're not live streaming now,
Yeah.
get with the program. We've got time to figure it all out.
More details are coming, but
Oh, we can't spill the beans now.
no, because we're still cooking the beans. But
Beans don't burn in the kitchen.
I heard they don't burn on the grill.
They don't. We're moving on up.
Yeah, it took a whole lot of trying
to get up that hill. You are so cheesy sometimes.
Me? Yeah.
So, last night in Monday Night Trivia, had a chance for you to win tickets to check out Murder on the Orient Express.
At the Community Theater of Hull.
Yes. And we did get a winner. So
Okay.
we'll take a look at that. JD's joining us for JD's Throwback Trivia today. You're in the lead, aren't you?
I forgot.
I think you are. Usually you keep score.
Did I win last week?
I think you did. Yeah. I think, well, maybe
if
it was
I
a tie
did,
that
it
we
was
did.
like the tiebreaker, and it was
something
kind of
like
just
that.
a guess. And,
Yeah. I'm sure Jeff, I think he's in Florida, is going to be doing the scorekeeping
Okay.
and tabulations.
All right.
So we'll get to that. Also coming up today, your 2-cent history lesson and a look at local news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton.
All right, here's what's going on. A missing 15-year-old Washtenaw County girl was found dead on Monday. Deputies with the Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office recovered the body of Adriana Davidson on the grounds of Pioneer High School about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Police say foul play is not suspected, and an autopsy is planned to determine the cause of death. Davidson's family had last heard from her about 9 o'clock Friday morning while she was on her way to school. The friends of the Scioto Township girl reported seeing her last about 11 o'clock Friday morning outside the high school. Her family reported her missing early the next morning. A settlement has been reached between the state of Michigan and Fowlerville-based Asahi Kasei Plastics North America. The deal, announced Monday by Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel, addresses the release of PFAS at the company's former thermofill factory on Whitmore Lake Road in Greenock Township. That was the site of a large fire back in 1997. The settlement requires Asahi to investigate PFAS in soil, groundwater, and surface water discharge from the former Greenock facility and to undertake response actions to address levels that exceed state criteria. Monday's announcement, though, was not met with universal approval. Bob Pataki of Brighton Township is a member of Michigan's PFAS Action Response Team Citizens Advisory Work Group. He said, in general, Eagle is not transparent in how it notifies the public about contamination, and that the new PFAS rules in Michigan only require public water supplies to disclose contamination after long periods of monitoring. He compared that unfavorably to what he called a very aggressive program to immediately announce beach contamination. In addition to the required investigation and response actions to address exceedances of PFAS criteria, the settlement requires Asahi to pay the state's past and future oversight costs and the costs of litigation, including attorney's fees. And Livingston County's Register of Deeds has issued a warning for local homeowners to avoid MV Realty's Homeowner Benefit Program. Brandon Denby says the program offers homeowners an upfront cash payment in exchange for the exclusive right of MV Realty to act as the listing agent for any sale of the property during the term of the agreement, which has the potential to last 40 years. According to MV Realty's website, homeowners who decide to sell their property after signing the agreement must do so with MV Realty at a 6% commission. Those who decide to sell the property without using MV Realty would then face a stiff penalty equal to 3% of the home's market value. Denby says the company, which is currently facing civil lawsuits filed in Florida, Massachusetts, and Pennsylvania for deceptive and misleading business practices, has recorded 15 agreements in Livingston County in the last 13 months. He encouraged homeowners to proceed with caution and to consult an attorney or real estate professional for advice before entering into any contract with MB Realty. You'll find additional details on our website, mikeandjohnpodcast.com. And that's what's going on.
And news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers, their 11th annual Greatest Valentine's Love Story Contest underway. It's a Facebook contest. All you have to do is tell your story, maybe post a picture too. Winner will receive a $300 Cooper and Binkley gift card, a romantic dinner for two at Brighton Bar and Grill, a gift card and basket from Revive Wax and Beauty Bar, a Valentine bouquet from Art and Bloom, and a gift card from Hush Intimate Apparel. Post your story and that photo on Cooper and Binkley Jewelers Facebook page by February 13th. The winner will be announced on Valentine's Day. That's when we return too.
Yeah, right. Lots of winning to be had.
Yes.
So, yeah, Cooper and Binkley. Always.
Well, their 11th annual love story contest, and they've
there's
had some great ones.
Yeah, some great stories along the way. So maybe you could be one of them, not you.
You know, could I? I don't know if I can do that technically since they're a sponsor of the
Right,
show.
probably not.
'Cause I've got a great love story.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, what's your...
maybe I'm the one that thinks that.
Well, yes, maybe we should have our wives on, and
To
they could
dispute
tell.
that?
Maybe we tell our story, and then the wives come on and go, "Yeah, that's not how that happened. Here's what really happened."
Monday Night Trivia last night brought to you by Tanya Zirkel. Find her online at soldbytanyaz.com. The question.
She's with Remax Platinum.
Yes,
by the
she
way.
is.
Just want to make sure you knew that.
It was a bonus night trivia. Chance for you to win tickets to check out Murder on the Orient Express as presented by the Community Theater of Howell. The question, a new study found this is the most common mistake we make at work, especially when we're tired or haven't had our coffee yet. I just finished my coffee, so I should be able to handle this. Almost spilled it.
Oh, don't
There's
do
nothing
that.
left in there anyway.
I mean, look how clean and pristine this table is.
There's just a couple coffee rings there, a couple spills over
ever.
there. You know, the cleaning crew hasn't been in ever. So, some of the answers last night.
Yes.
Snap at a coworker, said Christine.
That's never good. I mean, well, unless they have a comment.
Some people snap at their coworkers every day.
Like I said, if they have a comment.
That's right. Forget someone's name. That's pretty bad. I
Yeah,
mean, if you work in a big company or corporation,
Right.
or you're new, that's kind of tough. Forget to clock in, said Molly. Yawning. I think everybody yawns. Sometimes
It's
just
hard.
hide it.
And if one person yawns, then, everyone's yawning.
It's
especially-
contagious.
Especially if you're in a meeting.
Meetings are things that make you yawn.
Yeah.
Missing a meeting, now that you say that. Forgetting to sign something. Using you are or your incorrectly.
Well, then, you get the grammar police.
Yes.
Excuse me.
You know, speaking of grammar police, somebody said not proofreading emails before sending.
Right.
You should always proofread your stuff. And I'm just as guilty as anybody else, like when I post a trivia question sometimes when I'm tired. And sometimes I may miss something. But I try and correct it beforehand.
Things happen.
They do. Now, if I was a news person, I would proofread and proofread and proofread and proofread.
Right.
Before putting something on.
Well, look,
But trivia questions, something
we're all
different.
human, and so we all will make a mistake. It's when the mistake keeps being made over and over again, like say pronunciation.
Oh,
There's a township here called Osceola Township.
It's not Osceola?
Yeah, I know, but oftentimes I hear
Or Genoa?
yeah.
I've been to Genoa.
Right.
When I want
You hear people
salami.
mispronounce it. It's almost like they really don't know the area very well. It's almost like they parachute in to pretend that they, are covering the area, and then they. Oh, anyway.
Okay.
Back to the
Back to
answers.
the trivia.
Julie said, "Drop an F-bomb."
Only when you're tired?
Yeah.
Not unmuting, said Katie. That's a great one. Sometimes you forget.
Or forgetting to mute.
Yes.
That can also be a problem.
That would be not unmuting. Forgetting to mute. Forget the date. That was a pretty popular guess. And don't forget tomorrow's the 1st of February. enter the wrong password, not answering a phone. Let's see.
Don't greet anyone.
Sometimes people got to deserve that
Right.
greeting.
You just walk right to your desk, slam your stuff down.
I'm here. Late for work, said Mary. Let's see. Dropping a phone call. Misfile something. Call somebody the wrong name. A few people have guessed that.
Right.
The correct answer.
What was the correct answer?
The correct answer is emailing the wrong person.
Yeah. Oops.
You know, I've texted the wrong person before. So, congratulations to Tracy Savage. Tracy, the winner of those tickets to see Murder on the Orient Express. That show coming up this weekend and next
Right.
at Community Theater of Howells.
And we'll have another pair of tickets.
Another pair. What are we, crazy?
Yeah, we're out of control.
Giving it all away.
Right. So we'll have another pair of tickets in tonight's trivia.
If the guy posting trivia remembers, that will happen.
TNT.
Yes.
Tuesday Night Trivia. So, of course, brought to you by Tanya Zirkle with Remax Platinum Romano. Comfort is the key to home. You can find her online, soldbytanyaz.com, or email soldbytanyaz@gmail.com.
Did you know today's backward day?
Oh, my gosh.
Not to be confused with opposite day, which I think was earlier this month or last month, but it's backward day today.
Oh, wow.
So let's do things backwards. Turn around and let's
Okay.
talk about Firehouse Doors.
You mean Doors House Fire?
Doors House Fire.
Doors House Fire. They've been serving County Livingston for 52 years.
No, that's 25 years.
Oh, well, I was
Let's
doing
not
backwards.
do
I
things
was doing-
backwards.
yeah, maybe backwards isn't
that's
the
a
way to
little
go.
tough. Otherwise, today would
Yeah.
be the 13th of January.
Of course, we're talking about Firehouse Doors.
Did we mention that you can win $500 in Visa gift cards from Firehouse Doors if you register on our website, mikeandjohnpodcast.com?
If we haven't, I think you just did.
And that drawing's coming up tomorrow. So you have less than 24 hours to
Right.
sign up. So do that.
If you have not signed up already, and I want to stress, it's one entry per person, and we
filter that.
we make sure. And
It's
so
a
if you're
sieve.
already in the bin, we're not going to enter you again. So it's one per.
There's no double dipping
But
on
for
that.
those who haven't yet, go to mikeandjohnpodcast.com. You can fill out the entry form there. Email
Must
it
be
to us.
18 or older.
Right. One per household. Blah 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 blah. Yada yada yada. See the
Lawyer
asterisk.
stuff here.
Yeah. Insert
Okay.
whatever.
Not whatever. We don't want you just putting anything in there.
Hey.
And no fake names. No fake names.
But we'll do the drawing tomorrow, Wednesday, right here on the live stream. $500 in Visa gift cards, courtesy of Firehouse Doors. And, as we said, they've been serving Livingston County for 25 years. They're the OG sponsor. And, of course, family-owned. They strive to treat each customer like family.
Here's one you can't do backwards. 22 years, John.
No.
22 years. They've been Livingston County's authorized distributor of CHI overhead doors.
Right.
I did it forwards and backwards.
It's
What do
very
you call
good.
that?
Very nice. Firehouse Doors today, 810-599-7480.
What about the Mike and John discount? Does that still apply?
Well, just for today.
Today's the last
Today's
day.
the last day of January. So if you call today and you need a service call, it's $25 off. Mention Mike and John.
$25 off.
Yeah,
if you mention us. If you don't mention us, you don't get the $25. We get it. No, we don't.
No, I
I'm
don't
just
think
kidding.
we do.
All right, I have to, we have Jeff we're going to talk to.
Yeah.
JD with JD's Trivia.
JD.
And I'm having a problem with our giggle line.
What's
with getting
happening?
Jeff's number.
What? It's not.
Doggone it.
Oh my gosh.
I said doggone it, John.
Oh my God. Watch that mouth.
Do you have any soap? Let's see. He would be under Jeff.
Do you need help dialing your phone?
No, I don't know his number off the top of my head.
You have to save those numbers. So
I
you're going
did.
back into the called already.
There we go.
list,
See,
and
it says I'm calling JD.
Okay.
I had it lined up, but for some reason it wouldn't go. We got to
Hey.
pay the Giggle bill.
Yeah.
What's that Giggle phone number?
It's 517-525-9052.
Well,
He
there
does
you go.
know all.
Wow, that's JD.
JD's Tossback Trivia. Are you in Florida still?
I am. I'm in Orlando.
Disney World?
We are right by Disney World. Actually, we're right across from SeaWorld.
So you're not theme parking it then?
No, we are golfing.
Ah, okay.
We golf every day, sometimes twice in a day.
Jeez.
What do you are? Some sort of politician? What are you running for Senate?
Gosh.
Maybe.
What's our topic today, JD?
It is the Love Boat.
Boat. Yeah, you told us that last
Exciting
week.
and new.
Yeah.
Didn't you tell us that last week and we didn't study?
Oh, that's right. Didn't
Yeah.
we? Oh, gosh.
Well, maybe John studied.
Oh,
Apparently, you did not.
I've been
No,
watching
I
Me TV all week, catching up on old reruns.
Yeah, you're
Love Boat.
probably going to see Laverne and Shirley on there since we lost Shirley yesterday.
That's true. Cindy Williams.
Cindy Williams passed away.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's a bummer. All right, so this will be for who's going to be the champion of January, since the series is tied to
The series is
For
tied.
January.
Yeah, that's Scooby-Doo thing.
But I had the
Like seven.
overall win. I think I picked up one back in December.
Yeah. December doesn't count. That's
Okay.
last year. That's so 2022.
Yes.
You're right. You're right.
All right.
Yes, we're sticking with this
Okay.
year.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, there is no way we're going to the tiebreaker on this one. Guys are gonna get these.
All right. We'll find out.
All right. The series was set on the luxury liner, the Pacific Princess. We all know about Meryl Streep being in his cast of characters.
Yeah.
What of these 4 cities was not a port of call for the Pacific Princess? They went to Puerto Vallarta.
Well, yeah, that's a given.
That seemed like the every week.
Yeah, right.
Puerto Vallarta.
I know.
Puerto Vallarta.
I was stunned that they went to other places. Did they also go to Acapulco, Mazatlan, or Los Cabos?
So one of those 4 they
What?
did not go to.
One of those 4 they did not go to.
Well, I'm going to say Mazatlan.
I was going to say Mazatlan, too.
All right, I guess we both say Mazatlan.
Mazatlan.
Just like saying.
I thought you were saying Mazel Tov.
Or Mazatlan.
Mozzarella.
They think, where do people go now with your young?
Well, you go to
Acapulco?
or King.
They go to Cabo.
Yeah, can't.
Um,
the other side, though.
Yeah, the Love Boat never went to Cabo.
Oh, really?
Cabo.
Okay. Yeah, I guess
Well,
it's
back in the
then,
70s
yeah.
and early 80s, it wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
All right.
That's just,
Correct.
All right.
Until Sammy Hagar bought that bar there.
No kidding. Well, Tequila and Sammy probably put Cabo on the map. All right.
So we're 0 for 1.
We're 0 for 1. But next one will probably be the one. So Doc Bricker was played by Bernie Kopell,
Yes.
also known as Chaos Agent Siegfried. But he was not in the movie pilot. Who played the ship's doctor in the original movie pilot?
Wow.
Was it Danny Thomas, Dick Van Patten, Ted McGinley, or Robert Urich?
Yeah. Well, we know it wasn't Ted McGinley because McGinley comes in when a series is about to get canceled.
Yeah, when it's about to tank. They changed the name
He's
to the
He's the
Titanic.
shark. He's the shark jumper.
He is.
Yeah.
As soon as they show up, all the other actors are like, uh-oh, get my agent on the phone. So we got Dick Van Patten.
Danny Thomas.
Danny
Robert
Thomas.
I'm going to go Robert Urich before he did Vegas.
I think you're right. Yeah, you know what?
He seems like a ship doctor, doesn't he?
I think it was
Ship doctor turned detective.
I think it was Robert Urich.
John, you got to quit listening to Mike.
Stop leading me astray. I meant Dick Van Patten.
It's Danny Thomas, wasn't
It was Danny Thomas.
No, it was Dick Van Patten.
Dick Van Patten.
Wow. Okay. That was pre-8
Remember
is
they-
enough. So
Was it pre-8 is enough?
Yes.
I mean the original
Okay,
pilot.
The
yeah.
pilot? I don't remember seeing the movie. I just remember the
Well,
series.
I don't remember the movie either, but Robert Urich, remember, they did a reboot of The Love Boat, and
Yeah,
Robert
that's
Urich
right, he took
played the
yeah.
captain.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
you're right. All right.
The thing that's unique about Dick Van Patten is he went on to 8 is Enough. Those were the first 2 hour-long shows that used laugh tracks instead of an audience.
Well, you can't take the audience on the boat with you.
Yeah.
And there was already 8 people in the house.
And, you know,
with Dick Van Patten.
real people weren't going to laugh at half those jokes, so they had to have a laugh track.
Yeah, I always love they talk about actors. Jamie Lee Curtis says, my career was in such a bad place, I had to do The Love Boat.
Meanwhile, Charles on her 13th
Charles making a
appearance,
living
yeah.
on that in Fantasy Island. Burt Convey.
Yeah, Charles was on a lot. All right.
All right, over
Okay, we're 0 for 2. So in the final season, a troupe of dancers who were choreographed performances on the show was introduced, the Love Boat Mermaids.
Oh, God.
Wow.
They They were made up by Terry Breno, Deborah Johnson, Deborah Bartlett, Macarena, Beth Myatt, Terry Hatcher, Nancy Lynn Hammond, and Howell's own
Right.
Andrea Moen.
Right. I remember reading about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
what was Andrea's character's name on the show?
All right, this is
Come on, you're going to the final season nobody watched.
and the
Talking
name
about
of
Dancing
one,
You are
Mermaids.
gonna get it. You are gonna get this.
All right,
I'm
okay.
telling you,
All
if
right.
you pay attention to
Pay
the clues,
attention.
you'll get this.
All right.
Was she Maria, Starlight, Jane, or Patty?
I don't know why we're going to get it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll go Starlight.
Well, now, see, if I go with you, but
Oh,
I feel like... All right, I'm going to say Starlight. We're going down together.
oh my gosh! Howell's own Andrea Moen played the only character with like a stripper name.
Right.
Starlight. Oh,
What was
Listening to
Terry
Mike.
Hatcher's name? I didn't even know she was on it.
Amy.
Amy.
Yeah. She'd like you to forget that you were on it. By the way, they're real and they're spectacular.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, yes,
That's what she said.
That is what she said.
that's what she said.
It is. So we're tied.
All right.
Yes.
All right, we're tied.
You
You said there was no way we were going to the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got us there.
You underestimated us, fella.
Oh, I meant going to the tiebreaker just to get a question right.
Right. All right.
All right. Maybe this is more up John's alley. Gopher. Fred Grady.
Yes.
Fred Grandy
Yes, Grant.
was elected to Congress. He was the U.S. House from which state?
No, this is easy.
Did Fred get elected in Kansas, Iowa, Nebraska, or Missouri?
You want me to go first?
Well, I know what I'm going with
Yeah.
because I lived there for a while.
Right. Then I'm going with that too because
Yeah.
I know that's the state. It's Iowa.
Iowa, yeah.
Iowa. Oh, see? Look at this. You guys had
Yeah.
two right.
How about that?
Yeah.
That is
one was
awesome.
Yeah, that one
That was an underhand
that
toss.
could have been the first one, really.
Yeah.
I always thought it was Kansas. So
Yeah. There's one of those states out there. There's corn or something on that way. All right. All right.
Yes.
So we're tied.
you are tied 2-2. You've gotten half these right.
All right.
Perfect.
Do you have a tiebreaker?
Of course.
Oh, okay.
Of
All
course.
right. Just checking.
All right. The series ran, obviously, many years. How many episodes were there? I'll give you a range from 175 to 275.
You want to go first?
Sure.
Since you won in December.
All right. I'm going to say 212.
212. Really? I was going to say 211. So there you go.
All right.
John is the champion
Of
of
course.
December, of January as well.
Wow.
It is 245 episodes.
Wow.
245. And
Well, they'll put anything
probably
on
saw
TV.
most of those
Yeah.
back in the day. Now, does that count the Uric episodes too? The reboot?
No,
that's just the
no.
original
Original,
series.
yeah,
We don't. The reboot is something we need to just
It
not
is.
even think about.
Right.
Yeah. Who else was on that? Do you remember?
You mean as a cast member?
Yeah. Didn't what's her name?
There was
Little Julie.
Little Vicky.
Vicky.
That was
yeah.
the
She was
captain's
annoying.
daughter.
Yeah, Vicky Stubing.
Right. Yeah. She was annoying.
I think
She
the only,
was.
the only other one that really sticks out a lot is that Doc. So Bernie Kopel.
Right. Right.
Yep, he was on every episode. So was Isaac and Gopher.
Well, sure.
They were the
That's-
class.
that's-
Everybody.
It's a good gig.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but there were times that Captain Stubing wasn't there when he had some health problems.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
Julie
Doc
McCoy
Bergman.
had some health problems too.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she was
All right,
gone
well,
90 days
I
at a time. Anyway,
You had the sniffles. Come on.
I'm a jerk.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
All right, JD, we'll hit them well on the course, and we'll talk to you on Valentine's Day because we're off next week.
You are going to be off next week because
Yes.
someone else is in Florida?
Yeah,
Yeah,
someone
actually,
else.
yeah.
You're getting the place warmed up for John.
You are. I'm going down
All
to
right.
deposit all of my money in Mickey's pocket.
Yeah, Walt and Mickey are going to be making
Because
some cash.
they don't have enough money.
Yeah,
So
if you went after Cinderella and tried to put it in her pocket, that'd be a whole different story. Wouldn't it?
Well, you might see that on the news. You never know. So, all right,
Well,
thanks,
I'll let
JD.
you know that last week's shows helped me out with so much stuff. I heard references to Hogan's Heroes. I heard Snake Plissken a couple of times. So,
cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you're welcome.
Cool.
Yep.
All right, we'll talk to you in a couple weeks.
Have a good trip. We'll talk to you on
in a couple
Valentine's
weeks.
Day. All right,
Yeah.
Jeff. Thanks.
Be safe in Florida.
All right,
Bye.
you too. JD's tossback trivia. Congratulations, John.
Well, it's quite an achievement.
You know
really,
the Love Boat
knowing
better than
that
I.
I didn't really notice. It's kind of garbage, really.
Well, when you watch, if you catch any of those old episodes on the shows we used to watch,
Now-
you kind of look at it and go,
Does anybody remember Super Train?
I don't remember Super Train.
Super Train, it was like the biggest flop ever. And they tried, it was like a Love Boat, but on a train. And the train was
They should have called it Love
The train
Train.
was atomic powered. It was just ridiculous. And,
It made one run.
you know,
That
I
was
think it
off
got
the
half
track.
a season, or I don't even know if it got a full season. And they retooled it because originally it was like a drama. They made it like it was supposed to be like a almost, more like a Fantasy Island than a Love Boat, where there was like these storylines.
Oh, fantasies on a train.
Kind of,
There you
but
go.
and then they were like half of they're like, okay, this is the stupidest show. So they remade it as a comedy. They took it off for a couple weeks and came back, and suddenly there's a laugh track, and everyone's and you're like, okay. But
Well, the new Fantasy Island, speaking of Terry Hatcher, she was just on it.
really,
Terry Hatcher and the guy who played Mike from Desperate Housewives.
Oh.
It's kind of a little reunion.
yeah, right.
So people tuned into that. And she looked the same. He's aged a little. Unlike us.
I know you've watched a couple. I mean, you've watched episodes of that
Yeah.
show. I haven't really.
Yeah. It's not as good as the MacGyver take, the reboot of MacGyver.
I mean, MacGruber.
No, not MacGruber. MacGyver had a nice run, and now Magnum PI. That one's back on.
Speaking
SWAT's
of, well, it's a nice run. Suddenly I got the Love Boat theme in my. Soon we'll be making another run.
No, we won't.
Yeah, no.
2 cent history. Should we get to it?
I guess.
Brought to you by Oakland Insurance. Today, as we mentioned earlier, is Backward Day. It's also Brandy Alexander Day.
Oh,
Brandy Alexander.
I remember her.
Yes. Wasn't she on
Speaking of
a
stripper
couple
names.
of series? No, that was Candy Alexander, who was on News Radio.
Oh, that's right,
Remember
with the
News
K.
Radio? Yeah, Candy Alexander.
And
Inspire,
she was on CSI too.
Yes, she was.
I think the original CSI.
Inspire Your Heart with Art Day.
Hmm.
Inspire Your Heart with Art Day. It's also National Hot Chocolate Day. Hot cocoa. Would you like marshmallows in that?
Take some
Whipped cream.
marshmallows in your cocoa. What movie is that from?
That is from Heaven Can Wait.
Good job.
Thank you.
When the
We got
butler,
the little marshmallows and the floating. He likes the
and
marshmallows.
Who played the butler? It was
I have no idea. Who played
I
the
remember.
butler.
Oh shoot. Oh. Anyway, go on. Yes, I remember.
In the remake of Heaven Can Wait,
Yeah.
because that was a remake. 1851, Gail Borden announced the invention of evaporated milk.
Oh.
I have evaporated milk, said Gail.
Not to be confused with Gail Gordon.
No, from
Who's
I Love
Mr.
Lucy.
Mooney?
1867.
Hope JD's taking notes.
1867, vodka was first officially described by Russian Dmitry Mendeleev as a part of his doctoral degree. His thesis in chemistry on joining spirits and water earned him a full professorship at St. Petersburg University.
Well, sure it did. It's in Russia.
And it was
You wrote a paper
vodka.
about alcohol? Get in here,
And it's vodka.
Professor.
Dmitry.
You're the dean now.
1905, the first automobile to exceed 100 miles per hour was
man.
driven by A.J. McDonald on Daytona Beach, or at Daytona Beach, not on the beach.
No, it actually was on the beach.
Was it on the beach?
Yeah, that's originally why they used to race in Daytona, because they had these long stretches of very flat sand.
I went to Daytona Beach for spring break 1982.
I think by then they
They
took the cars
There
over
was
to the track.
A lot
at
of
that
girls
point,
on
yeah.
the beach at that time, so there was no racing. 1928, Scotch brand tape was first marketed by the 3M company. It stuck. See what I did there? No comment, huh?
Giggling with Mike and John.
I'm ending the show.
Tune in next time. Giggle on.
All right. I won't end the
there's
show.
more. There's more.
I won't end the show.
That was bad. I apologize.
We're going to keep that on standby. Just in case. Nope, that's it. We're over.
President Harry S. Truman announced that he had ordered development of the hydrogen bomb, 1951 on today's date. The U.S. launched its first successful satellite in 1958. Do you know what it was called? No peeks.
I do. I've heard. Oh, shoot. It was called the...
Something one.
Thanks.
Where one goes to look for stuff. What do you do?
The Peaker?
Explorer
The Explorer
1.
1. Yeah, that was it.
1967, taking time out from filming the promotional film Strawberry Fields, John Lennon bought an 1843 circus poster from a British antique shop.
I know where this is going.
The acts featured on that poster provided him with most of the lyrics to the Beatles song Being for the Benefit of Mr. Kite.
Right.
You knew that, didn't you?
You thought it was a drug trip. No, it was a poster that he bought when he was on a drug trip.
Oh, he was filming the movie,
Well, yeah.
Strawberry Fields, which 1981, Blondie had their third U.S. #1 single. Do you know what it was?
Third.
Their third.
Is it the...
It wasn't Call Me.
No. I didn't know it was... It's the Caribbean one. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, we have been talking about the Love Boat, and The Tide is High.
Tide is High. Was that it?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. And then it's got like the steel drums in it. And
Yeah, it was very, very
Caribbean.
Caribbean, yeah. Or is it Caribbean?
I don't know.
Caribbean.
I'm
Caribbean.
going to end the show now.
And finally, wait a minute.
Okay, I'm just kidding.
1 year ago today, online word puzzle Wordle was bought for a low seven-figure sum by the New York Times, and because everyone was hooked on Wordle.
We've been wordling ever since.
Wordle.
If you remember, right when we started this podcast,
We were taught how to play Wordle.
We spoke with our good friend Mona
on how to play Wordle.
A Wordle aficionado.
I
I don't know if I think Mona still plays Wordle.
I
But
think
remember
that-
everyone who was posting their Wordle stuff.
and you're like, we don't care how you did.
Well, but they do. It's a special club.
Then they should have a
You know,
Wordle
It's
page.
a signal.
It should be.
That's how they signal each other.
Is that it? Is that how they communicate?
They're indoctrinated.
Oh my
Through
goodness.
Wordle.
Yeah. That's our
Wow.
2-cent history lesson, brought to you by Oakland Insurance.
Absolutely. Of course, Drew Goebel at Oakland Insurance. You can give him a call. He believes the best relationships are honest, upfront, and fair, and you can depend on Oakland Insurance and Michigan-based Frankenmuth Insurance to personally work with you on your insurance needs. Call Drew Goebel at Oakland Insurance today, 248-647-2500.
And if you do, he'll put down his Wordle puzzle and answer your call.
Well, he might.
He might.
I mean, if he's in a good one, I mean, you know.
he won't let it.
I mean,
go
if you
to
try
voicemail.
to, when you put that first word in and you go, oh, I got like 4 letters right. Oh.
Do they time you in Wordle? I forget.
I think they do. I think you have a
Well,
certain
he
amount
might.
of time.
Yeah, he'll answer you after Wordle. If he's in the middle of a Wordle game when you
No, I think Drew is pretty committed. I think he'll even if he's having a great Wordle day,
great Wordle
he'll
day.
put it to the side.
That's fun to say.
Yeah.
It's a great Wordle
Are
day.
you having a great Wordle
I'm
day?
having a great Wordle
I'm
day.
wordling.
Yeah.
I'm wordling. Could you do that somewhere else, please,
If
sir?
your car is wordling, the place
yeah.
to take it is Murphy's Family Auto, because you don't want a wordling car.
No, you really don't.
It starts to wobble and wordle at the same time, and you know you need to have it looked at, and our friends at Murphy's Family Auto will take care of you.
They do the whole shebang, you know.
Yes, they do.
And they work on your car. Call Murphy's Family Auto, 517-552-3040. They're open Saturdays 8 to 1. Tell them Mike and John sent you. You save 5% off your bill. Murphy's Family Auto, your car knows. Go online, murphysfamilyauto.com.
Coming up tomorrow,
What the hell we got coming up tomorrow?
you know what we have coming up tomorrow.
Oh, we're doing the big drawing.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Today is the last day to sign up. $500 in Visa gift cards from our OG sponsor, Firehouse Doors. Go to MikeandJohnPodcast.com and sign up today.
That's right. And we will draw that name out of the bin, which is off camera right
It's
now.
not a bin, it's a hopper.
It's a hopper,
It's the
sorry.
big hopper.
Sorry.
It's the big hopper.
Chantilly lays and a pretty
No,
face.
now it's time to end the show. You start that.
With Mike and John. Tune in next time and giggle on.